The Wii is Nintendo's most successful console. Everybody wanted a Wii back in 2006, and they were sold out everywhere. But why did Nintendo sell so many consoles? Well, let's go back to 2004, where Satoru Iwata, president of Nintendo at the time, was saying that they were working on the successor of the GameCube, nicknamed Nintendo Revolution. He also stated that they weren't focusing on hardware power, but more on other ways to play the video games.
I suppose I could give you a list of our technical specs. I believe you'd like that. But I won't for a simple reason. They really don't matter.
At E3 2005, a year later, Iwata showed off the design of the console and it got a reaction, alright. Iwata also explained it was gonna be compatible with all GameCube games, which already gave incentive to GameCube owners to buy a Wii, because they could play all their older games on their new system. But not only that, they also said that there was going to be something that was called a virtual console.
What the hell is that?
It was basically a way to play NES, SNES, N64 and other games. They were basically just emulation of games on the Wii Shop channel for around $6 a piece. On September 14th, 2006, Nintendo revealed release dates and prices. It would release at December 8th, 2006 here in Europe for $249.99. With every package came the Wii, a stand for the Wii, a Wii Remote, a shelf for the Wii Remote, a nunchuck, a sensor bar, and a copy of Wii Sports, the only game the Wii had to launch with. It perfectly showed how the Wii Remote worked by putting you in different sports. You didn't have to do crazy combinations on your controller. No, you could just swing the controller like it is a tennis racket or a baseball bat. The Wii Remote was very different from the competition. The PS3 and Xbox 360 controllers were pretty standard controllers, but the Wii's controller went for a crazy design. It was really understandable, it was a remote and not much more. It also included an internal speaker and rumble which you could adjust to your own liking. Underneath the Wii Remote there is a hole for so many different activities, but the main one is the nunchuck. It gave the Wii Remote an additional analog stick, mainly used for 3D games. The Wii Remote also had motion controls, and people say it's a total gimmick, and while I'm not going to disagree entirely, but without the motion controls we couldn't have gotten great experiences like Wii Sports. Imagine how the world would have looked then.
Imagine if the Wii had motion controls and there was a game called Wii Sports.
If you weren't a fan of the Wii Remote, there were alternate options in the form of Wii Classic and Wii Classic Pro controller. These were pretty standard controllers, and although they were supported in far from every game, they could mainly be used on the virtual console. In 2009, Nintendo released the Wii Motion Plus, in addition to Wii Sports, which let the Wii Remote do what Nintendo told it could do from the beginning. It gave the controller a gyroscope for far more accurate motion controls. Later they also released Wii Remotes with built-in Wii Motion Plus. Coming back to the whole GameCube backwards compatibility thing, the Wii featured 4 GameCube controller slots and 2 memory card slots. In addition to being able to play all GameCube games on the Wii, you could use the GameCube controller in a variety of different Wii games, such as Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But these games have more in common than GameCube controller support: internet failures. Yeah, the 7th generation was where online gaming started to grow a lot, and while the PS3 and Xbox 360 had pretty good online, stayed Nintendo.
What the hell is this?
Besides that, the Wii had some pretty good games, like the first Mario 2D game on the home console in 19 years, the return of Donkey Kong Country, and the best 3D Mario game ever made, and a whole bunch of other things. So although the Wii was far less powerful than the competition, this was the generation where Nintendo strayed off the path of just making powerful consoles, because ever since this generation, Nintendo focused on new ways to play games. The Wii had motion controls, the Wii U had the gamepad, and the Nintendo Switch had portability. So although it wasn't powerful at all and it basically was another GameCube, it still had some great games and was a true revolution in gaming.
See what I did there? I give my jokes too much credit sometimes.